Hi, I'm Chris Haigh and this is the Fiddle channel, and today we're going to look at the Yellow Rose Waltz. Yellow Rose Waltz is a beautiful Texas-style waltz, often used in fiddle contests. And in fact, this is one of the tunes in my 30 fiddle contest tunes booklet, which you can get on my Patreon page. I don't know, I think this is a traditional tune, but there's a lovely recording by Mark O'Connor, which is what inspired me to play this tune in the first place, and mine is based loosely on his version. But Michael Cleveland also does an excellent one. And if, like myself, you tend to think of Michael Cleveland as being a Mr. Orange Blossom Special, then this gives you a completely different side of his playing. It's really tasteful. Like most Texas-style waltzes, it's played with swing. So all of the what you might call quarter notes, even though there's a 3 to the bar, they are swung, da-ba-do, da-ba-dum, that kind of thing. I'm going to go through it step by step, but not in great detail because there's lots of it. So if I'm going too fast, I'm afraid you'll just have to slow down the video, which you can do with a little cog at the bottom of any YouTube video. But I'll try and show you the tricky bits of fingering and the double stops and so on as we go through. So I think I'll do the, let's go all the way through the A section. I'll play just the whole thing slowly and then we'll go through again and look at the hard bits. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, just a word about bowing. I would tend to play this without really thinking about the bowing because my right hand tends to know what it's doing. But if you're fairly new to this game, then try and start each bow on a down, each bar on a down bow, and try and do 2 bows per bar, so that it's like kind of breathing out and breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. And quite often you'll have a choice of, in the middle, what notes you're going to slur together in order to make that work. And probably it doesn't matter very much, but the main thing is to keep that down and up going. And just make the selections as to where you're going to put the slurs. Okay, there's quite a few little chromatic bits here. There, for example, at the beginning. Go from an A to a B to an A to a B flat to a B natural. So it's 1, 2, 2, 3 is how I would bow that, finger that, and I would bow it down and 2 ups. There's another chromatic bit, open 1, 1. More chromatic, 3, 2, 2, 1. Here's a double stop, first finger on the E over a B flat with a second finger. And the second note in that bar is a G over a B flat. More chromatic, E to E flat to D. Here's a nice one, a C note with your second finger over a A flat with your fourth finger. And here I'm doing a down, up, up. That's a 5 notes squeezed into one whole note. Don't think about this too much. Don't try and evenly split that note. Just squeeze them in. This is nice. So we're rocking over a bottom C. So your hand is just kind of, try and get it all from the wrist rather than from your arm. That's a 2 over a 4. That's a 3 over a 2. So this is 4, 2 open, 2 open, third. More chromatic, 3, 3, 2. This is a little bit tricky because of the string crossing. And we're going from a F chord to a C chord, which is an E over a C. Just a little word about the vibrato. If you can, try and do a slow, wide vibrato. And I find that I have to just move this part of my hand away from the neck in order to do that. The normal vibrato, which is faster, I can keep the hand against the neck. But I'm not sure if anyone else does the same, but I feel I have to move the hand away in order to get that smooth movement. And listen to Mark O'Connor playing this, because he has that perfect creamy, milky style, which I'm still working on. Okay, B section. So we've got another 5 notes squeezed into one. And then we've got some third position, from open E to third finger in the third position. And then now we go straight down from here to first position. Something like this, it looks tricky, because we've got a triplet, semi-quaver triplet followed by quaver triplet, if that makes any sense. Now here we've got F over C, keep the first finger on, put the third finger on to play a D, and then 2 over 4. And that's pretty tricky to get in tune. And from there, 1 over 3, open over 2, 2 over 4, 2 over 3. And if you find with this tune, or indeed with any tune, that there's one particular bit like this, which is just beyond you, what I suggest is, first of all, you find a simpler way to play that phrase, because no one is going to tell you off for missing that, apart from maybe a teacher. So find a simpler way and use that simpler way every time you play it. But at the same time as you are playing the simplified version, practice that over and over again. And it may take you weeks or months or even years to get that, but eventually you will master that and you can bring it back into the tune where it belongs. So never let a difficult part of the tune either mess the tune up or stop you from playing it. Always simplify, but also don't ignore the challenge of that tricky bit. Work on it and eventually you'll get it right. So. Fairly straightforward. Okay, so here we've got F over C, that's the first finger over second finger. First finger stays where it is, third finger goes next to the second finger, which is not moved. And then first finger still stays on and your third finger moves up. And then the B section can all repeat. Okay, so compared to some Texas waltzes, this is not terribly difficult, but it's also not terribly easy. So if you'd like a copy of the sheet music, do subscribe to the channel, send me an email and I will send you a copy of that. As I said, I have a collection of 30 contest tunes. So there's 10 waltzes, there's 10 tunes of choice and there's 10 breakdowns, and I've arranged them in order. So the easiest of each section are first, going towards the difficult end. I'll play you out with all the way through with the backing. Thanks for watching, see you again soon.